right? We are like doing our prom nights, but if any one of you is there yesterday prom night, I believe it's a fun night for you. It's fabulous. As one of our OC, I'm so happy that it goes smoothly and everything is done well. All right. So at first it should be a presidential debates for all the candidates for this event, but unfortunately it's only me that that are that are available during this time. Maybe I'm too free, I don't know. All right, but other candidates, of course, they have their things to like busy off, and they have their things to be busy and to do their own thing. But no matter what, I'm here, so it's my honor to like meet everyone right here and let you know about me. Right. So this is me, of course, Kui Chan I'm the candidates of Vice President of Activities, and this picture right now, right here, right? We use some editing skills, of course, but no matter what, right now you can see my real face or anything. If it's not what you think of, I'm sorry, but if it's what you think of, that's great. All right. So I'm here to like introduce myself right here. Okay, I'm Kui Chan You can call me Chan or even Chan, but not to call me It's so it's not that you can say like come over and somebody tell you is like, so oh my god. It's annoying for me, of course, Chan or Kui as is the name of mine. Alright, so you guys can call me anything as you like, to like approach me or ask me anything. So I'm right here presenting me myself to all the interns available right here. So as you can see right here, there's a team for me for my campaigns over this whole campaigning period. Like to promote myself, we are using a word known as the continuing chapters. All right. So if you have saw my video, watch my videos, that is both Instagrams or Facebook, that I and my fellow friends did it together. They said that this continuing chapters, what we really wanted, what I really wanted. Why do I choose this word as my team for this campaign, or to maybe say that to let me win, that to allow me to win these elections, is that we are really think that next year, what is it unique about next year is it is post-pandemic, and it's post-pandemic. It's the first full year after the post-pandemic, which means that this is the first full year after the pandemic that everything is going to return to normals. All right. So in that case, I was thinking the next year is going to be so super important in getting the things back on track, just like what is it like before the pandemic. All right. So when we are before the pandemic, I feel a lot of things that is different right now. But although the prom night is back, although the INTIMA leadership camp is back, but you realize before the pandemic, actually the leadership camp is 3 days long. We stay overnight in INTIs. All right. Before the pandemic, the orientation is 2 weeks long. We have events among that 2 weeks to let the new student know more about each other, to make them feel like home in here, to make like them feel like this is the campus I want, this is the college I want. But during the pandemic time, until we are back to normal in this second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarters of this year, the orientation is not like that. The INTIMA camp is still not what is like before the pandemic. So this is what I, as a vice president activity, I would like to do, which is related to this theme I have is the continuing chapters. I want the chapters to finally they can continue, but not like stop beyond that point. To like get it back on track, we are going to be back to what is like before the pandemic. That is what we want. That is what we want from our campus. I believe that is what the interns want, the student wants. Not only me, I'm also students. I also like to play. I also want to have fun. I'm 18 years old, right? If I don't do the lights, I'm sorry. I'm 18. I'm just 18, and I just came out from SVM, came from high school, came out from Chongling in my high schools, and came over here just like 4 or 5 months in INTIs. And I'm here trying to think that can I do more things to make it more lively? I feel this is a campus that is lively. This is quite fun, but it's not there yet. I look at the orientation from our college, from my friend posting story, posting posts and any kind of video. I'm impressed with them. To be honest, I'm not criticizing my own college, but I'm impressed with other because I use them as a good example. And I think, can our college be like this? Can our college be like? It's fun. It's fun right now. It can be even fun after we change something, after we get the things back on what is it before the pandemic. So like I was saying that me myself I like fun, all right. I was standing right here because one very big reason is I'm a politics lover. So I like to know what politics stories. So right now there are general election coming. I need to know like what is the story of these candidates. What is the background of the other candidates? Who do really worth the votes on my hand for me to vote? I'm going to vote in Balai Pulau's. Alright? I'm not saying that I must vote for the only parties. I want to know who is really capable to serve the people, just like what you guys think. You guys should also want to vote the person that is really capable to work for you, to serve the Indians, to really make the campus lively and fun and full of enjoyment, but also academic centric. All right. So I am a political lover, but I'm also a football lover. I love to watch football. I'm a Premier League football. All right, but I'm so sad that yesterday I came back from prom. I realized that my team lose. So all right, never mind. I will just sleep. Okay, I was like the whole day is working already. And I expect to see some good result, but they lose it. All right, never mind. Okay, so it's just like this election campaign. Do I have confidence in winning? Yes, I do. Am I prepared to lose? Yes, I do. All right. So I'm confident in winning, but at the same time, I'm prepared to lose. This is just like what I watch for football. I hope them to win, but I prepare that they will come up with a huge loss, 5-0, 4-0 results. That will be just like my elections. I expect the unexpected. I expect to win with huge majority. I expect to lose with a small margin. I also be prepared to lose by a large majority. That could happen. But no matter what, I am still here because I'm confident in myself. I'm confident that you guys will choose the right persons to lead the campus next year in the next steps. All right. So continuing now into what we always say. I'm a political lover. I always say before the election, you guys politicians always like to give a manifesto, vision, mission, but never fulfill your promise. But just imagine right now, if the election there's no parties coming out with the manifesto, what will it be like? You're gonna don't know what the parties want. You're gonna don't know what they are aiming for. So in my video, I say one sentence I think is very important in is like making promises is always way easier than fulfilling the promises. All right. I'm here to make promise to you guys, but I'm also making promise to you guys that you give me your words, I will fulfill my promises, right? Because we need someone to make the promise in order to fulfill the promise. If there's no one that make the promise, how do they fulfill the promise? So if I'm making the promises already, and then I'm determined to fulfill them, all right? So this is my policy statement right here. So this is what I want to make IICPs. This is what I want to make the campus better in the next step. Okay, so right now through the mission and visions slides, all right. Okay, so there are like 3 vision and missions are here. I'm not going to like explain it all because I'm sure that everyone know basically every one special activities. It's hard for everyone to think up a very creative way. I was like, I'm different with other one special activity because we have the same portfolio. We have the same responsibility. Through the portfolio, this is what we're responsible for, and this is what we want to do for you. So when you're saying like, why are you just similar to the previous vice president activities, what they promised? Because I want to say to you that if a person they come out and say I want to do the prime ministers, or I want to do the secretaries of treasurers, they will come out with the same thing that I will make sure that the account is clean and clear. All right. Thanks for coming. Okay. So, all right. And so that is why the portfolio is saying it might be the same, but we are saying the same time we are saying how is the mission and vision realistic? Is the mission and vision ambitious? I must say it's ambitious. It's ambitious because it's not easy to gain it. It's not easy to say that I want it, I can want it tomorrow. But is it realistic? Is it? We can come up with something ambitious, but that's not realistic at all. It's like you cannot gain it, you cannot do it. But right now I'm being ambitious, but I'm in the same time being realistic. It's like telling you that I want to do this and I can do this. I can do this. So this is why I'm here. I'm giving up my opinions, my thoughts, and I want to give you up what I want to do and explain to you, and make sure that you guys express to your friends, express to your surrounding that Channel is the correct person for you to work for. Channel is the correct person for you to give your votes to this person, and he is capable to make sure that next year the campus will be what you want. The campus will be just like 2019, 2018, where we have all the people around doing activities for 3 days, having the barbecues, the night, a cultural night, or anything to make sure this is the college life we want. Because of college life, we don't want it to be all academic assignments. Of course, that's the main priorities. But we of course know we want to know more of our friends, to know new people, expand our network, make sure that we fulfill our times in the college life beneficially. All right. So we are, as we said just now through the tables of content, we are going to have a Q&A session. I hope that everyone will come up with something spicy, something challenging, and I'm expecting that. If no, it's okay, but I hope that some question could be me. But I must say that I hope everyone is prepared that I might not answer your question well. I might not answer your question correctly or anything, because I'm not prepared for the question, and this is what I like. But I will try my best to make sure that this is the time I'm giving out the output. But when you guys are asking the question, this is the time I'm gaining the inputs. There will be a lot of things from your question that actually I will think like, oh, I never thought that this is even a problem. That is time I gain input from you guys saying that now I only know. So I hope you guys make me awkward during this time, embarrass me during this time. It's better to be awkward or embarrassed right now here than when I'm doing my turns, doing as the vice president activities, and being embarrassed on the confessions, or being said that this person is not capable. So don't care about me, my face, all right, or anything. Just ask something spicy and make sure you challenge me at the Q&A sections. All right. So this is the section right now. I would like to introduce myself. Okay. I will close it right now and go to first stop first, but I'll be right back soon. So I'll pass it back to you. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Zander, for the fine speech. Now we will proceed to the problem-solving session. So this is a session where Zander will be giving a speech about a problem which is given to him prior. Then I'll show you what the problem is about. So the problem is regarding the issue of INTIMA impression. The role of the INTIMA Vice President of Activities is to take care and assist all the affiliates within INTI and ensure they run smoothly. Therefore, in the process, the Vice President of Activities will work closely with the affiliates. However, finding common ground between the INTIMA and fulfilling the expectation of the affiliate can be challenging, and both sides may be unsatisfied with the solution presented. In a scenario where the issue is not solved, INTIMA will leave a negative impression on the students and will be critiqued harshly by them. So, how would you prevent and eradicate the negative impression on INTIMA caused from this exchange? Alexander, please.
All right, thank you, Andrew. All right, I must say that the question given to me, I was given 3 options, and also that it's rather challenging. Every 3 questions is challenging, and it's a question is a problem we all knew right here, and it should, it could be solved the next terms. And of course, I am here. I'm giving my words that I'm determined that I could think of any ways I could to solve it. But before everything starts, you might be curious. Before that, the organizers, the agents come over. If you wanted more slides to be attached in it, I was saying like, because I would like the focus to be in my head, in my voice, but rather on the slides. All right. I was thinking, Martin Luther King in the past, he could unite the black, he could unite the Americans. Did he use any technologies? Maybe just a microphone and speakers. That is, standing in the middle of Abraham Lincoln statues, the Lincoln's monuments in the centers of Washington D.C. Shocking, I have a dream. Without even technologies like slides, like laptops, like social media promoting themselves, having live streams. But he managed to unite the blacks, unite the Americans. I'm not saying that I have the popularity just like Martin Luther King's, but if he could do it in that huge Americas, we as INTIMA could do such a things in our own INTI's campus too. So I'm getting him as a good examples of being my leads throughout the whole terms. All right. So I was giving these questions. I must say like the other 2 questions. Let me also briefly go through it. Is that the first one is the low numbers of participants in affiliates at INTIMA event. The second is some affiliates, some club and societies is suffering from getting new bloods in their club and societies. So why do I really choose this? If you are looking at it, it's not an easy question. It's not saying like I can solve it tomorrow immediately. I can solve it after meeting the affiliates. No, it's a problem you need to go through it every day. Make sure that you know about the situation every day, and maybe only come up with the solutions after months. Only come up with the solutions after a few months like that. So, but I'm choosing this because I was thinking, when the INTIMA impressions, there is an issue in there, we need to solve this kind of issue before we can approach any other issue outside that. When the INTIMA issues is INTIMA impression issues is there already, no matter you try so much, try how hard you try to get participants in, to get the affiliates new bloods to them. When the INTIMA impression is not good, it's nothing. Because when you get new participants to your affiliates event, they will still come out and say INTIMA is not good. They didn't do our job because the INTIMA impression is still bad. So I was thinking, in order to get every campus, there's problem to be solved. Firstly, you need to solve inside the INTIMA. The insights of INTIMA, the things happening inside, and also the ambition need to be solved first before you go into other people things. This is why I choose this, because as a vice president of activities, I have my portfolio of a lot of like involving the outsiders. So you might say that the impression issue should be solved by the president itself. Should be solved by the vice president of student welfare or maybe others. Should be solved by the vice president of administration. But I would say that of course my portfolio, me myself, couldn't solve this problem. So this when we are trying to do this thing, solve this problem, we need all the exco's to be together in order to make it happen. All right. So there's thinking there's a lot of real life problems. A lot of people don't know why there's this kind of issues of INTIMA impression coming out. I understand why the organizer giving me out, because if you are following the confession, you will know that maybe every 1 week there will be a post criticizing the IICP's INTIMA. There will be a post saying that the INTIMA Chrome IICP is not good, criticizing the EXCO right now. Right, this is why it's happened. And also, a few months before that, there's a thing called affiliates union coming out, which a little bit is I don't say much. It's rebellion maybe from the affiliates, but this is maybe some sensitive issues, and maybe the INTIMA EXCO right now did not want to touch it. But as I was saying, why do you cover it up when there is a potential issue arising in the next term again? So you should, I mean, this problem should not be covered up, should not be identified as sensitive and shouldn't be said. Luckily, it's not. Luckily, it's not. And because when we need to remind the juniors, the other terms again and again that this happens before, and this could potentially happen in your terms. So this is why I understand why do the organizers come up with these questions. All right. So I was thinking, as an INTIMA, how do we solve this problem right here? I was thinking for quite a long time. I said in the start that I have a long week of full of everything. So basically, all this thing I start thinking during on the Friday afternoon after I settle my midterm, one of my subject midterms. I only start thinking of all the progress, how I'm going to go through. During that time, I'm still struggling I'm also doing the prompting also. So, but no matter what, I'm happy that I managed to come here, maybe well prepared or maybe not really well prepared. All right, back to the issues with saying that INTIMA problem. Why is this happening? A very big reason is because of miscommunications. All right, why is the affiliate unions coming out saying that we want to organize a rebellion against the INTIMA? A very big reason, a very significant reason is that because of miscommunications. All right, but luckily, I think yes, from the yesterday prompts, we can realize that it is actually the pros in the confession criticizing the INTIMA prompt is unnecessary at all, because we've done it quite well. It's quite successful, and all the OCs are really proud of it. So this is why is it that? Because of miscommunication once again. This is very important. So when we are saying affiliates and INTIMA, when there's miscommunication, there will be people coming out saying that INTIMA is not doing jobs. INTIMA is don't really do this. INTIMA didn't take up their responsibilities. Why? Because when the INTIMA EXCOs or INTIMA members, when they're collaborating with affiliates in doing in organizing an event, they require to form organizing committees. But this is when, no matter what, although we are the same organizations, but there's still boundaries between, like, we are the INTIMA guy, you guys are the affiliate guy. So there will be discussion among your own affiliates, but not throughout the whole organizing committees. This is when the miscommunication came up. And also we have the meeting with the affiliates saying that that is done maybe just twice a year or 3 times a year. But in order to get this issue solved, I want these meetings to be like more frequently, to make sure that every people voice out their opinion, every affiliate president or representative come over the meeting saying, "Oh, I am not that happy with what INTIMA doing. I'm not that happy with which affiliates doing this." All right, because all the problems could only be solved when the person is coming out saying, coming out saying, "I have a problem with it." So I am always impressed with people straight away come to the INTIMA office and say, "Oh, I'm not happy with this." I'm experiencing some things is about 2 or 3 things after I joined INTIMA. Like, I impressed them because there's a person straight away come to the office saying, "I'm not happy with the shuttle service things right now. It's burdening the students right now." I impressed him because he voiced out. I also have a person coming out straight away saying that, "You guys in INTIMA doing works in the study areas. It's disturb us. It's you guys didn't give us our privacy. INTIMA is only itself is violating the rules. I say that I understand that, and I salute you. I'm impressed. I admire you because you voice out. There'll be a lot of people why there is the impression issue coming out is that they don't voice it out. They don't straight away come to INTIMA saying that you are doing wrong. You should change this. You should change that. But they're going up behind saying to their friends. And then when the stories is going around, of course the story will turn away. I mean, turn another side, saying yeah, the story will get even worse. So this is why this issue is happening. A lot of time, I didn't deny that it might be the problem inside INTIMA, but also we cannot say it's always the INTIMA should solve itself, but also the outside INTIMA, the communications. Most importantly, all right. I've been through a lot of interviews coming out, say, giving me potential problems, potential situation you should solve. I always tell the interviewer one quick thing: how do I solve all the issues? Is through communications. All right. You really get to know about a problem, communicate with the person you have problem with, or the person that had problem with you. All right. Get to know what he or she really think about. Only you can solve the things. Okay, this is what I always think of, and this is what needs to be happens also in the next years, and in the following years. All right. So what I still want to say is that this problem, it is still huge. It cannot be solved maybe just 2 days or 3 days. All right. But as a vice president, if I'm elected, of course, the communication problem. I stated in my vision mission that I must stay grounded and approachable. I am the only candidate, I think, in all among the presidents that I already straight away stated my my communications option in there. All right, how can you communicate with me? How can you approach me? Through Facebook messengers, through Insta messages. I even straight away attach my phone numbers in it because I already want to know you. I am saying what I am. I'm going to do, and I'm doing what I promised that I will. All right. Although I'm only just a candidate, right? So this is what I have for now. I must say. Also in the video, if you have watched it, I say another thing also. In my whole terms of view, I couldn't guarantee I could satisfy everyone 100%. I couldn't say that I am wonderful 10% over 10, 10 points over 10 points, 10 points, a perfect vice president. But when I'm doing, and when I'm standing here right here, I've already promised you guys I will do this, and I want to fulfill it, and I want you to give me your words because I believe I'm capable and I'm confident in winning. So this is what was given to me, and I stated all my solutions of it. There's a lot of other problems needed to be solved. So in order to get me like really go into deep throughout this, like go into all these problems, I need I need you guys, your words, like word me, and also your friends' support to make sure I can get the authorities in really solving the problems. All right. So this right here is the problem I'm given, and my solutions I have I present to all of you. All right, so I pass it back to Angel first to continue with the next section. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Xander, for the fine speech. So now we'll proceed to the panel Q&A session. Due to some emergent cases, today we will be having Tarmesh, the vice president of activity, and then me, MC, and myself, who is the president of the Big Club. So I'll start off with the question. So you mentioned about the accessibility for better communication. I would like to ask you how you can make yourself more accessible to the students.
Right. So it's just like that. I already given up all the social medias I'm using in the way that you communicate with me. I'm sorry that I didn't use Twitter much. I didn't use Snapchat. I didn't use Tinder, anything else. All right, but only Facebook, Instagrams, and also my I also attach my phone number right here to WhatsApp to call me. This is how I want you. Don't hesitate to ever contact me, but hopefully message me. Please do not call me in the midnight while sleeping and saying like, Chandler, I have a problem, please. All right, thank you so much. All right, so when I'm giving out, I'm already giving out the way I could. So this is left to all the agents, all the affiliates, representative to say that, do you want to approach me? I don't, because it's like that. The platform is already given to you. So it's the time for you to choose that if you want to approach me or not. So of course, I gave out all the platforms I can to make sure that the agents, the affiliate representative could contact me in any way they want, any convenient way.
Questions? Yeah. So thank you, Chana, for your speech here today. You've done a great job so far. So I do have one question. You talked about the negative impression of INTIMA, and while I believe that you can uphold your image, one thing I do want to perhaps point to you as a question is sometimes people working for you, like maybe your secretary or the affiliates liaison officer, they're in the activities department and they represent you. Now and then they might be in a bad mood, and sometimes when communicating with the affiliates, they might set a negative impression. While you can control your image, it's hard to control the image of others. So how would you solve the situation?
As I said, thanks for the question. This is one of the issues that I never think about. So that's why I say I need all of you to ask questions, because this is the time you teach me, you give me input saying that this is a potential issue. So thanks to my friend here of giving me this questions. So when I say, if all of you don't know, if under the activities departments of INTIMA, we have other exco like Secretary of Activities and also the affiliate license officer, who is responsible to help the vice presidents in communicating with the affiliate. So I'm saying, if the affiliate license officers of the secretary is the one, like maybe in bad moods, maybe he's not happy, maybe his girlfriend just go away or boyfriend just go away, all right, maybe his mother or father just go him or her, but no matter what, he or she in a bad mood, and maybe there's a meeting coming out, there's again a miscommunication, making the affiliates not happy with it. So this is when the vice president start up. But I don't think this issue should be long, because as a vice president activities, no matter what responsible you give to your all your like teammates, the affiliate license officer or the secretary, that you need to make sure that you know what they are doing. All right. After all the meetings or all that, they need to let you know the outcome. Also, in the same time, the third party, the second party, the other parties, you need to approach them and say, how does the meeting goes, and make sure that this officer of this secretary is saying the truth to you, that giving out the reports to you, saying that the meeting done well, the meeting goes well, but actually it's not. So this is the time you approach the third parties, saying that, is it really it goes well? All right. So it's not only I given out the responsibility, I given out the task to my affiliate license officer, saying that, oh, you need to go and communicate with this affiliate, and I only communicate with you. I only get all the info with you. But no, it's a triangular shift. You communicating with your affiliate license officer, in the same time you should communicate with the third party also. So as the vice president activity, it's not you throw the task towards to your officer saying that you do all the job, I go home and sleep. All right? No. All right. So yes, you need to give him or her the job, because it's also his or her responsibility. But as you need to be the middleman, saying that if you do have any problem, come back to me. I will help you solving it. But also not only you come back to me, I will come to you to make sure that everything is going well. So this is why a triangular or maybe a square, make sure that everyone is together, make sure that everyone know what is happening in the departments. I'm not saying like I as a vice president activity, I give out the task anymore, I don't care anymore. No. So this is why the way. It's the same things of us. I say solving the problem, communications. So communication is the main priorities of solving any potential or problems you have, and also make sure to prevent the problems happening. So that prevention is better than cure and not.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I want to ask just one more question.
All right.
I think Okay, within the affiliate's communication only. Maybe a regular meeting with the affiliate representative can be a good solution. But I want to ask you, what do you think about this idea and how would you conduct this?
All right. So of course, regularly, I'm not saying every week. We start weekly meeting. To have a meeting, me as a person in charge of an event, I really don't know. To get everyone to have the same time for a meeting is the hardest for the whole event. The hardest for the whole event I organize. All right, I organize like a Diwali events. I don't feel anything hard, but I only struggles in compromising a time for our weekly meeting. So I would not want a weekly meeting. All right, I would say a monthly or a fortnight meeting is a good one, right? A fortnight meeting or maybe monthly will be a good one because right now the frequency I know is maybe just just a few, all right, not really much. So come up with a meeting. All right, if we couldn't compromise a meeting time with everyone, come with 3 meeting times, all right? Because maybe do the academic affiliates to come up with the sports affiliates and the special interest affiliates, and do that meetings accordingly to their categories. Right, this is better to come up with what I say to make sure everyone can come with the same time. All right. So of course, I would hope that the meetings could be physically, but a lot of people would prefer online. So this will be the how we communicate the affiliates and how the things continue to progress. We only can find out which methods of meeting we are using. So why do I really want this meeting to be frequent? Because of course communication with the affiliates, and this is, I believe everyone knows this is a good way we can approach the affiliates, and we have it already, but I just want to make it more frequently, to make it maybe monthly, all right, to make it monthly, and that is the time also. But we are saying monthly, but also I want if the affiliates have any urgent issues, I need them to. I also would. I need all the affiliates to like straight away contact me anytime they have. That is why I'm saying that I am approachable. I need to be routed. I need to be there and make sure that I'm online when I'm there when the affiliates need me, when the representative meetings and the club society meetings. Thank you.
Well, I think we can wrap up the panel Q&A, and now we'll proceed to student Q&A. So, any participant, do you have any questions that you want to ask?
You really do?
Okay, please.
What if you can't fill all the answers, then resign?
Oh, all right.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Okay. You remember if you are watching a politician, if you watch if you like, if you are the political lovers, you know that there's a shortest terms of what do we say, prime ministers in UK, 44 days distrust. All right. What he said before one day she resigned. I'm a something, but not a quitter. All right. Sorry for the word, but after one day she resigned. Okay, this is something very sarcastic. But as you say, if I couldn't fulfill my promise, which I think I will not do that. So in order to, so first of all, if you are saying if I couldn't fulfill the promise, I will resign or not, I will answer the question because I will tell you that I will fulfill my promise.
We cannot, then we can call you a liar.
All right. Let's see how my terms goes. All right. If my promise is not there, that is my responsibility to take up with. All right. If I make the campus back, but I am sure that if I'm already here, as I say I will, then I will do it. So that's a good question, and that's a things for the public to judge me.
Any other questions? All right.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Since you're going to be a vice president of activities, are there any activities you have in mind other than like the basic, or not say basic, but like the usual prom night or something other than that?
Right. So what I was thinking is, since we are already back to the normal, I want to have the connection between other INTI campus. This is what the INTIMA should know. Not only in the ISCB campus itself, but go beyond that. Goes to the other campus. We have a lot of campus in KL, in Sabah. Alright, this is what they have. To have events not than just here, right here, but cross the state boundaries, cross even the national boundaries, if we could do that. But national boundaries is just, I mean, it's a very challenging thing, of course. But state boundaries, we still could do that to have maybe potential visits to other campus visits to us. This is why we say I want to expand your social networking. I want to let you know more friends. This is what I already planning to have a great relationship with other Intimas from other campus, and we can have event organizing in KLs, in Sabaos, in Subangs, maybe in Selangor. So this is why to let you have more exposure, to have the Indians, to give you more exposures, and make sure you go out. You can say that I'm not going to be staying in Penang throughout my whole college life. I go to other states. I make new friends from other states. I have friends from all over the Malaysia, and maybe around the world. So this is a huge, and this is very ambitious. This what do you say? This missions. This is very ambitious. But I would say when it's good to be ambitious, but most importantly, it is realistic. And is it realistic? Yes, it is, because it can be done. Because we are all INTIs, and I'm sure that other Intimas in other campuses will want to have this kind of activities, will want to have this kind of connections with others campus. So this is one of the very ambitious missions and activities I would like to organize throughout my course. Right. Thank you. Right.
So it's like, okay, I'm giving you a scenario that is saying that you are the PIC of an event.
Right.
Okay, the person jump on the event, but okay, so and your events require participants. Okay, what if you don't have any participants until the end? Will you still continue the events? And what will you do, or you are going to just cancel the event?
I suppose you're saying the event is maybe a 1 week basis, is it? So like maybe the first day there's no people.
Maybe I say just like one night.
One night. So
okay, maybe I say that okay, it's a prom night, and you still don't get any participant until the day of the end of registration.
All right. This is really assuming, because let's assume it's a small event, because prom night is quite impossible to have even one participant. Let's say change the questions to that the participant didn't hit your expected amount instead of better questions, I would say, because realistically, it is almost impossible to have no participants in our event. So when the participants it didn't hit your expected amount, this is when the OCs, for me, if I'm a PIC, the event couldn't be cut off. The event couldn't be end like this, because it's the efforts of all OCs. It's the efforts. The money is already there. The proposal is already there. It's just tomorrow. It's just one more day until the D-Day, and maybe we are lack of 20s or 10 participants. But just go on with it. And what we want to do, just go on with it. Make the event special. Make the event wonderful. Make the event fabulous, and make sure that the participants in that event will go out and tell their friends that it's your loss to not come to the event. So just continue with it. Make sure that it is still that fun, enjoyable activities, and let the other Indians know that you would like to come to our other INTIMA event, because it's a loss for you. It's really a loss for you. This is why I say the event, although it's lack of the participants, but we will still go with it for cancel. But let's say another scenario, if we get back to very low participants, maybe just 10. So we need to count what do we say? In economics, we know means that profit margins. All right. If the profit margins we are saying of this event is already too low, saying that there's only 10 participants, That is when the time some things need to be give up. There's a time there when maybe the OCs need to gather around saying that postpone the events for more. All right, but I will only say the cancellation is the last option and almost the option that I will not touch. Because and I'm determined and saying that I want to do events. I am determined in doing it. I want to get it better. So instead of saying cancellation, I will postpone it if it is that worst case. And the worst case scenario is almost impossible to happen right now, based on what we have, the observation of other events throughout this year. Thank you.
It seems like there are no more. Okay.
Okay. All right. First off, you say about a few things about the confession pages, about how people say bad things about INTIMA, all these bad images and all that. I'm just going to be very truthful of me being a student here for the past 3 months. I don't really know much about INTIMA, but when you ask somebody or someone, anyone random about INTIMA, you don't normally get positive feedback about that. Okay. So now, if we all choose to vote you as the vice president of activities, right? What change will you bring in such that you can change the tarnished name of INTIMA, the bad name that has been posted on these confession pages, the bad name that is being spreaded all around INTI or whatsoever that you claim just now? So what will you do to change this into a better name so that the next generation that comes in will know, okay, INTIMA is a professional body. It is a body with high professionalism. It's a body with good standards. What are you going to do?
All right. Thanks for the questions. It's a challenging questions to answer, but okay. So I must admit that a lot of time this problem came up because of the issues in the INTIMA inside itself. All right. Where the inside of INTIMA, it's already not unite. It's already a different groups between each others. This is why this issue come out, because there will be. Why is all that convention coming out? Because I'm very sure that there is EXCO in it coming out saying that actually the INTIMA OC is doing badly, the INTIMA EXCO is doing. Only the outsiders were thinking that, oh, the INTIMA EXCO already saying that. All right, then it is about the truth. So before we go forward to the outsiders and make sure the outsiders can change the impression of it, we must make sure the inside INTIMA itself, we are united together. We are a body to have the same mission and vision with us, from the EXCOs, from the SLTs to the EXCOs to the INTIMA members to the administration department, that we have the same missions and visions to make IICPs a better place for everyone's all the interests. So before we get towards the outside, the INTIMA inside itself needs to be changed. The atmospheres of INTI itself need to be changed. By how? Of course, by how. Everything we say how is to make sure that all the voice is listened, all the voice is heard from communications. And going back to communication, you might hear a lot of these words throughout the night, and it might be boring, but this is why I was saying it. Why I'm saying so many times? Because it is important, right? INTIMA itself inside must need to communicate well before we can go to the others outside. All right. So how can the problem we say like outside the INTIMA, the INTI students solve it? Of course, through the successful things we have done. Right. I must say that through the prom night yesterday, I'm pretty sure that all the participants in the prom night, all right, or maybe like 50% of the Indian students after a prom night will already change their impression about INTIMA, because we proved that through that event, INTIMA is capable to do their work well. INTIMA is really professional in doing work. So that event could be successful because of we itself in INTIMA OCs, in INTIMA EXCO, we are united. We say that we want to do the things well. That is why we can do this well. So through my own vision and mission, when I say I want to make this campus lively, I want to make this campus full of enjoyment through different special creative activities. This is when I use a harsh word to let the people that criticize us to shut up. All right, through the way we do it, like we really we work ourselves. The activities, the event we organize, good activities, and everyone have a feel like I want to participate in that. I would say that INTIMA do really make the campus lively. So this is already proof that yesterday from night until now I'm sure that the INTIMA impression is already not that bad. You can hear from your friends that participate in prom night, they will say that wow, it's quite good. This is the feedback I've been from. So from the mission and vision I have, this is the way I could change it from the inside and at the same time from the outside. Thank you.
Is there any other questions? All right. I think we can end the steering trainer session and we will go to the final session. Just closing remark from coordinator, please.
All right. So once again, thank you everyone for coming. You have your assignments and all that coming through. Once again, me myself do have. I actually have class right now. All right. So never mind. I will just finish it fast. I will continue. I need to continue with my 4-hour class, and I want to go back and sleep. All right. So it's been a long days. Thank you everyone for coming. Thanks for the support here. Thanks for asking the question that challenged me well. All right. I hope that I give out the answer you want. But if not the question you want, make sure word me and I will give the answer you want throughout my term. So this is you are here. Make sure you tell your classmate, your friends that are not here. Tell them that I found that China is capable in doing what we want. China is capable in saying like creating the campus life they want. So I hope that you guys vote for me, of course, vote for me, and make sure for other candidates too. All right. Even if you come to your friends say that, oh, I'm going to vote for the other people already. But no matter what, make sure that your friends vote, because all of you as an Indians, as an adult, make sure don't give out your own rights. Words, your voice matters, your words matters, and we want your voice to be heard. So I hope that throughout this 1 hour, I show that I'm capable in doing this. I'm capable in doing what you want. I'm capable in making sure that the Indians, this is the campus what the Indians want, right? Okay, thank you so much, and a big thank you to the organizers for giving these platforms, and Indians and your fellow exco. Thank you so much, and I appreciate that.
Right now, I will report the certificate of participation for his admin.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you everyone for participating. Even the election for INTIMA candidate, it'll start tomorrow, and for vice president activity, it'll be on Wednesday. Please do vote. Your vote actually matters. All right. Okay. Once again, thank you for participating, and we will end the event now.
Thank you, guys. Are you ready? I got to say, Sassy, best one. Yeah, thank you.
I want to change. Ask you for a second. So I'll just update you with the receipt.
I have a picture of the exposed.
So yeah.
Where is the
Albert, come.
Yeah, it's outside, is it? Never mind. You come also.
Come on, will you take a selfie?
Why is he just sitting up?
Oh,
Yes, it is.
I think they were showing it. He wanted to.
You want to be the IT guy.
Yeah, I think what's also. Okay.
You have to.
Right.
Bye, everyone.
Thank
you.
Alright, thank you guys.
All right.
Thank you so much. I still got class.
There are more questions from Steven than expected.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
And there were those are good questions. You answered well too.
She got this off my idea.
What is this?
Because I don't Helena would listen. Anything cases.
I think so.
I have class.
Just,
I
beginning-
thought so.
beginning behavior.
I'm just joking. Fred Bob? Fred Bob?
To be honest, the photos are like meh because the lighting and the windows are
That's okay, but it's just for recording purposes.
Yo, when you put a line, you look at the
and all the.
Thank you guys really appreciate it.
Yeah,
I stop, bro.
thanks so much.
Thanks.
You did well.
Thanks.
Bye.
I got PewDiePie.
Thank you.
Yo.
Bye.
You guys know how to stop the recording? Just leave. It will stop.
You stop the recording.
No, I don't know how.
Okay, you stop.
No, no.
At the.
Oh, never mind. Found it.
Nice.